Hey guys, welcome back to another Let's Play, and it's Broken Sword 2: The Smoking Mirror. I played this a few years before I played the original, and I have to say, for some reason, I prefer this game over the first. I think maybe it's because I played this before, I'm not sure. But this game's got better graphics, not as in-depth story, it's a bit shorter also, but it's a great game. Just watch it, man, it's awesome.
This must be the place. Professor Aubier's house.
Looks pretty creepy. I'd been away from Paris and hadn't seen Nico for nearly 6 months. I wanted to celebrate our reunion, but she had other plans. An appointment with an archaeologist. Something to do with a Mayan stone she came across while researching the story. The guy who answered the door didn't look much like an archaeologist to me. I had a bad feeling about this.
Well guys, this is Broken Sword 2: The Smoking Mirror, and what better way to start the game than have George knocked out, Nico abducted, tied to a chair with a poisonous spider coming towards him in a burning house. How awesome is that? That's the only way you could top a cafe blowing up while you're just having a cup of tea on a sidewalk. Anyway, let's have a look around. How are we going to get out of this one, George? Let's have a look at this bookcase.
I glanced over the books, vaguely hoping to find a copy of How to Deal with Poisonous Spiders While Tied to a Chair. No such luck. But I noticed one corner of the bookcase was supported by a loose block of wood.
A loose block of wood, folks. Let's have a look.
There were only 3 things I didn't like about spiders. The way they looked, the way they moved, and the fact that they lived on the same planet as me. This spider was big, mean, and hairy, and definitely not a native of Europe.
So this loose block of wood here, folks, let's kick it. Let's kick it, guys. Good
Maybe
stuff.
I've been a little heavy-handed, but it was a question of survival. Of course, I was still tied to a chair in a burning house with no means of escape.
Well, luckily for this game, guys, Ralph Saxon, the original voice actor, he returns to voice George, who's awesome, might I add. I think he does a perfect job. He fits the bill. One of the most convincing voice actors I've ever heard. Awesome. One of my favourites. I'd also like to say, this game retains the humour the first had, which is also awesome. So let's get George out of this pickle he's in.
The bookcase had been anchored to the wall by a protruding metal bracket. It had sheared off as the bookcase had fallen, leaving a jagged edge. one mighty bound, our hero was free. Now, I had to deal with that fire. The rope was shredded and no possible use to me.
Fair enough.
Yellow pus was seeping from below the bookcase. That spider was very squashed.
What's this?
Ubier and his wife, I guess. Nice couple.
Alright.
It was an oddly designed candle holder with a coil of metal shaped like a snake. Highly artistic, but of very little practical use. The bureau had a sliding lid. Inside, I found a bottle of tequila. Normally, I didn't drink strong spirits, but today was far from normal. Ew, disgusting. Not only did the tequila burn like hell, I just managed to stop myself from swallowing the worm. What looked like a little shriveled wiener lay on the carpet. Thankfully, it was only the worm from the tequila bottle.
Okay, let's pick up our worm, folks.
Well, I wasn't going to eat it, but life had taught me one thing. No matter how unlikely it seems, the strangest objects have their uses. Even tequila worms.
Okay. Well, here's something I got stuck on for a while, guys. It was a very important item for actually getting out this house, and I just didn't know how to get out the house, so let's have a look.
It was a closed drawer. In the drawer was a small decorated pot.
I just never saw that drawer. I don't know, maybe the PlayStation 1 version of the game wasn't as clear, graphically as me.
It was a needle-sharp dart with a flight of green and yellow feathers.
My dart!
That dart was sharper than a mosquito's business end, but this didn't deter me from getting it anyway.
As you guys can see, the graphics are a bit sharper. Things look a bit nicer. Other than that, it retains the same humor. Storyline's very different. It's not a sequel as such. It's got nothing to do with the Templars. Although the third game in the series is more of a sequel to the first. It goes back to its roots, the whole Templar thing.
It was Nico's bag. It was a stylish little canvas number containing a lipstick, a handwritten note, and a pair of nylon panties with a large love heart emblazoned across the front. It occurred to me that Nico's tastes must have really changed while I was away. Well, they could be useful.
Okay, let's see what we have here. Alright. Where I sort of got confused and that type of thing with the first game, where I kind of forgot where to go and that type of thing, I will never be doing that with this one. This is much more of a classic to me. I remember every small detail. I played that at a younger age. I played it constantly and constantly. So, you know, you're not going to get that with this one.
It was a soda fountain, perfect for mixing with drinks or squirting at clowns. There was no pressure in the siphon. I guess it was out of gas.
We could really be doing with that, couldn't we?
In the cabinet's wooden door was a very small keyhole. The cabinet was locked.
Okay. That's kind of confusing having the items at the bottom when they were at the top in the first.
As I released the lock, something blew the doors open.
Well guys, I think I'll wrap things up here. Very interesting start to the game, I can tell you. I think it actually beats the first in terms of awesomeness. Just like throws you right in the shit straight away. Yeah, I think I'll wrap up here. Stay tuned for the next part, guys. We'll be putting out this fire and seeing what we can find, see if there's any clues to Nico's abduction and all that type of thing. So see you guys soon, hope you enjoyed.